Before we dive into the topic of 5 different residential properties, I want to explain to you 2 important things. I want to talk about basements and garages. We need to differentiate which ones are better for you and which ones are not, which one is more expensive and which one's not. So let's get started. In Calgary, 2-car garages are very popular. You can have a detached car garage or an attached car garage. A detached car garage is detached. It's not connected to the house. It is a short distance from the house. It is separated typically by the backyard. It's where you have to walk to the garage to get to it. The bad things about it is that sometimes it gets really cold in winter, and when you get your groceries, you have to walk through your backyard and then go into your house. When you have an attached car garage, you simply park inside your garage, go up the little stairs, and you're in your pantry, and that's it. It's very easy, it's very convenient, and you always stay warm. So attached car garages are more valuable and much more expensive than detached car garages. And what I mean is that the houses with attached car garages are more expensive than the homes with detached car garages. Apartments, townhouses, or row houses typically have surface parking, no parking, or underground parking. The attached garage is typically a more desirable option than a detached garage. And also, homes with attached garages are more expensive than homes with detached garages. Also, homes with detached garages tend to be smaller in size, but that's not always the case. There are some houses in New Brighton and in Mackenzie Town that are quite large and still have a detached garage. So it's not always the case. But typically, homes with detached garages are much smaller and less expensive. The most popular type of housing in Calgary is a detached home with an attached garage. Typically, those houses have more square footage. They're also more valuable and more desirable. As I mentioned before, it is much more convenient to have an attached garage, as you will not be spending any time in the cold air when you're bringing groceries or other stuff that you've purchased. So it is much more convenient than a detached garage. Building a detached garage costs roughly between $35,000 to $50,000 or more, depending on the garage that you want. Also, garages tend to have a lot of value. So if you have an option, buy a house with a garage. Sometimes there are homes with no garages, and that's fine too. But if you have an option, I highly recommend buying a house with a detached or attached garage. What if you have no garage? If you have no garage, you will have to park your car in front of the house or in the back, if there's a back lane. If there's no back lane, you will have to park the car in front of the house. When there's no garage in the property, it can be a bad thing because a lot of people want the garage, but you can build it yourself. If you're buying a home with no garage, it will typically be less expensive. So that can be a plus. Sometimes people don't really care about a garage. Sometimes people prefer to have a nice garden or a more open backyard and use that space that way instead of building the garage. When you build the garage, your backyard becomes much smaller in size. If you don't want that, if you're okay with parking at the front, then don't worry about the garage. Just enjoy the garden or your large backyard. If you like this video, please leave me a comment, send me an email, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.